couple of things. So I purchased this from Amazon. This is the sauna shorts. This is what, how did they explain it? Basically, it causes you to sweat a lot when you're walking. So I got it in a size large, but I'm gonna send this back and get a medium. This isn't as tight as I want it to be. So if you're someone like me who had a baby and your ab muscles split apart, they call it diastasis recti. So I can basically, my doctor can basically fit 4 fingers into my abs, my abdomen. Sorry, the doctor can basically fit 4 fingers my in my abs, because when I was pregnant, my stomach muscles ripped apart. So I now have to. I just started. I was talking to my cousin about it. She told me to get a girdle and something that's going to basically hold me together, because I kind of feel unstable, like when it comes to like my hips and there's my ab area, and it's just something that kind of happens due to pregnancy, like when you're pregnant. Anyway, so I'm wearing the girdle right now. I put my shorts over it, and that's how I kind of work out. Like I said before, I purchased these from Amazon. These are like a waist trainer that's gonna also hold you and squeeze you in tight. This is a large, too big. It's actually not too big, it fits just right. It's just not as tight as I want it to be. Like my girdle's really squeezing me well, but I wanna get a pair of biking shorts version of that. So these are a large. I'm gonna go back and get a medium. Right now I'm on my walking pad. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just point it downwards. So my walking pad is right here. This walking pad has been a absolute game changer in how much walking I get in each day. So let me turn on this light. So I try to get anywhere from 10 to 15,000 steps a day. And right now I believe I'm only at 6,000, so I'm going to start my walk. So if you have a walking pad at home, I plan to walk on live 3 times a week just to stay motivated. So if you want to join me on that walk, I haven't picked the date and time yet. I'll think about it as I'm walking right now. But if you are someone who wants to get in shape and just get back to where you used to be, come and join me. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my walking pad. It's gonna give me a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and then it'll start moving. I tend to walk at a pace of 3.0. If I'm feeling up to it, I normally will turn it on. Oh, why is it turning off? Let's try that again. So if I'm feeling up to it, I will turn it up to 3.4. But anything faster than that kind of makes me feel a little bit, I don't feel as stable on the machine. It does have a handle here, so I normally just kind of push it out of the way so I can see the time. So right now I'm at 3. So I feel good. I feel good at this pace. So when you're walking, I like to squeeze my ab muscles together. They call this, oh gosh, I was looking it up. They call it basically ab training. So if you had a baby and your ab muscles split apart, you want to walk and like tighten your tummy as you're walking, and you want to do that for your full 30 minutes, and that's supposed to just give you a tighter midsection. Of course, when I'm done with my walk, I will then go and do some an ab workout. So because my muscles are split, I can't do sit-ups and I can't do planks. There's a bunch of exercises that I can't do because it'll make this condition worse. So they have diastasis recti exercises that you can basically do to tighten back up your midsection after you've had a baby. So I will be the first one to admit that after I had a baby, so many things were happening in my life that I didn't keep up with my exercising and staying in shape. Because I'm tall, my weight is kind of like dispersed throughout, but I tend to gain a lot of weight around my midsection because of high cortisol and all that kind of stuff. I put on a lot of weight in my midsection. So I've started my walking challenge about 2 months ago, and I see how I'm slimming down in this area. So I take my walking really seriously. And I see how it's like helping. Oops, I forgot to turn my watch on. So I track my steps daily. So like I said before, I'm gonna figure out a time that I wanna come on live and just walk. So if you haven't purchased your walking pad yet, I wanna encourage you to get one for your house because it is an absolute game changer. Like, you don't have to worry about if you missed your time at the gym, just get in your steps. So during this challenge, I'm eating well, drinking a ton of water, and walking. My goal is to, when I started this, I was 200 pounds. I'm now at 189. My goal is to get down to 175 and to have a tighter core. My playing weight was 165. I don't want to be that skinny. So I would feel very comfortable at 170, 175. So I have a lot of flab right here. I have a lot of flab on my back that I want to lose. And I never would have guessed that walking would help me get there. If you can see with this leg, it's a lot smaller than my other leg because when I tore my patella tendon, I was casted from my hip down to my ankle and I couldn't walk for several months. So that's where a lot of my weight gain happened, where I was trying to rehabilitate my knee and I wind up gaining about 20 pounds from not being able to move. So prior to that knee injury, I had always been very active. I love running. Can't run anymore, at least not yet. So I hope that one day I'll get back to all the things that I used to do. If you have a walking pad at home, break it out, get on that walking pad, stop what you're doing, and start moving. The goal is anywhere from 10 to 15,000 steps a day. All right, right now we're 5 minutes in. Hello to everybody who just joined. If you just joined, when you're walking, you're squeezing your ab muscles as you're walking, and you're holding it tight as you're walking. So I just filmed a YouTube video with, I bought some weights. So I was lifting weights. I was doing arm curls, tricep work, all that. So I just filmed it and I hope to edit it later today. And I will post that. So I plan to come on live 3 times a week and walk. So hopefully you'll have your walking pad by then and you can join me. So I will probably pick Monday Wednesday, Fridays. What time, that I'm not sure of. I get home from my second job usually at about 11. I know some of you might be sleeping by then, but I'll be on walking. And then Fridays I get home earlier and I'll walk earlier. If you are new and just joining, I have on biking shorts and I also have on a girdle because I have my ab muscles were torn apart after I had a baby and they never went back together. So I have a space where it can fit basically 4 fingers into my ab area. So hopefully sometime next year I will be able to get that fixed. I will have it sewn back together and that will make things a lot easier to keep my midsection together. No matter how many, you're not supposed to do sit-ups or crunches, but no matter how many ab exercises I've tried to do, that area is just not tightening up. And yeah, so I have to basically get it surgically fixed. And then I'll be snatched. So, hello. I cannot stress enough, you need a walking pad in your house. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial here. I don't get any coins from doing this, but get a walking pad. It's such a game changer. You won't have any excuse as to why you're not active. My attitude has been so much better. My energy level has been so much better just by walking. When I started this journey, I was 200 pounds, and now I'm down to 189. So next week I plan to change my eating habits. I still haven't been eating the right way. I don't want to go on a diet. That's something that I don't want to do, but I do need to change how I eat. So I need to have a window. I've been looking up intermittent fasting, where when I wake up, I don't have breakfast. I won't have something to eat until around 10 or 11. That'll be my first meal of the day, and I stop eating at 7. So I'm gonna do that for a month. Of course, drinking a ton of water. I only limit myself to 1 sugary drink. So my thing is iced tea. I love iced tea and lemon. And I could literally drink it all day. But now I'm like, okay, I pick and choose when I want to have it. So I will only have it 1 time a day with dinner. And I have my last meal. I don't eat anything else after 7. So update, I'm gonna have my second surgery on my breast. So if you're new, I had breast cancer. So I had to remove my breast and I had reconstructive surgery. So I'm going to have the second surgery to basically fix any areas that are showing signs of a problem. And then he's gonna also do nipple reconstruction surgery. So I don't have any nipples right now. So he's gonna do that for me in a couple of months. And then I have to wait 6 months after that, and then they can tattoo areolas on. So I'm very excited to be made whole. I look very strange when I look in the mirror and I see breasts there, but I don't have any nipples or areolas. So it looks a bit odd. So I hope we're still squeezing our ab muscles as we're walking. Don't forget that. We're basically training our abs to hold our whole midsection up correctly. If you don't already have a girdle, you need to get one. That's going to help to hold everything together and make it much easier to squeeze that ab section together. All right, we're 13 minutes in our walk. We're going for 30 minutes. So while I have you here, I want to just pose this question to you, because it's something I've been thinking about for a long time. For the rest of 2025, what are some goals you have for yourself? For me, is always making sure that I'm prioritizing myself first, even before my son. So I put me first for everything. I'm prioritizing sleep more. I'm prioritizing getting in shape, like my health and getting in shape. And what's another thing that I'm working on? Oh, financial. Like I want to make sure that, like financially, so from getting hurt earlier of last year to getting breast cancer this year, I had to tap into my retirement just to make sure that I could pay all my bills. And it completely depleted my savings, it depleted my retirement. So I'm back to trying to rebuild that. And I'm 43 years old, and I was doing really well in that area, but I had to take out a lot of money. I was out of work for 6 months with my knee. And I mean, just having to pay your mortgage, all your bills, not working, not bringing in a paycheck, really depleted my savings and really depleted my retirement account. So I'm building that back up. And it just reminded me that financially I need to be in a better position so that I don't ever have to tap into my retirement account. I'm grateful that I had money to tap into. And then right after that, bam, I get breast cancer. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know what it is you're trying to tell me here. And then of course, so I had to take out more money. And if you're not of age and you're taking out money from your retirement account, the IRS, they want their cut too. So I feel like I'm on a payment plan, paying them back the money that I had to take out. It was like, I didn't really have a choice. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say is that financially, I just want to be in a better position so that I don't have to touch my retirement account. I want to be like, have a year's worth of savings so that God forbid if anything happens, I'm like, I don't want to think about it. I just want to focus on my healing and my health, and I'll just pull it from savings, you know? that was something that I just was not able to do. And yeah, so just moving forward, that's something that I want to have in place. And then the fifth thing is I want to build my business. I have a hair care line. I haven't really been pushing it on my channel, something I poured a lot of money into prior to getting injured and hurt and having health challenges. And then I just kind of put it by the wayside and was like, not the wayside, but I kind of put it on the back burner. And I'm like, no, this is something that I love, something I believe in, and I need to push it. So here I am. All right, guys, we're 18 minutes in. 18 minutes into our 30-minute walk. As I said before, if you have not gotten your walking pad, go and get your walking pad. It is something you need in your house. This thing has saved me on many occasions where I was like, I'm too tired to go to the gym, and I'll just get on the walking pad and just walk. Sometimes I do 30 minutes, sometimes I do 45 minutes, sometimes I do 60 minutes. But having it in the house, I no longer have any excuses as to why I can't do it. So where was I? So I was also using ChatGPT to create a weight loss plan. So it basically did meal prep for me, and it also tells me what exercises I need to do to lose weight. So for my case, I put in patella tendon tear, create a workout for someone who is recovering from a patella tendon tear. So it basically took out all of the exercises that could potentially hurt my knee. Then it asked me if I want to have a meal plan. So it told me what to buy and what to eat. So I make those. And yeah, so I told me how many steps I would need. And I followed that. And I don't know how it knew exactly what I needed, but it knows. And it's working. So I lift weights. I have my weights under here. So I tend to lift weights first and then I walk after that. So walking is daily, 7 days a week. And then lifting weights is only 3 times a week. And I focus more on my upper body with lifting of the weights, and then I use just my body weight for my bottom half, because it's hard for me to do squats. It's hard for me to do anything that requires me to like bend or anything like that. And as I said in the beginning of the video, when you're walking, we are squeezing our ab muscles together as we walk. So just so you guys know what speed I'm on, I'm doing 3.0. Anything faster than 3.4, I start to feel a little bit unstable, so I keep it at 3. See some comments here. I should have worn my glasses. Oh, nice to see you too. With this walking pad, make sure you get the one that has a handle, so that if you feel like you don't have balance, you can grab onto that. And then the one that I have it comes built already. So at the end of the video, I'll put it in the description in case anybody is interested. in getting it. I highly recommend this one. I literally just took it out of the box and plugged it in, and it works just fine. Just gonna repeat one more time in case anybody's wondering. I have on a girdle because my ab muscles ripped apart during pregnancy, and they have not gone back to their original position. So I can basically fit 4 fingers in. I need to have it surgically repaired. I will hopefully have that done next year. While they go in, they're gonna fix my hernia that I have. My intestines actually poke through sometimes, and it becomes very painful, so I have to basically push them back in, and that's why I need to have the surgery done to fix it. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, thank you. I'm working. I'm down. I was 200 pounds, so I'm down to 189. So my goal is to hit 175. If you're just coming in, welcome. As I said before, I intend to start walking on my lives. This will keep me motivated, and I hope that it will motivate someone else who has been wanting to get in shape but just haven't figured out how you want to do it. You can do it just like me, just by walking. I'm hurt. I haven't been able to do more than just walking. So, and I'm losing weight just by walking. All of the YouTube videos that I've watched, they were like, you can lose weight by walking. Didn't believe it. I thought you would have to be out there doing heavy cardio, running miles, all that kind of stuff. Nope, you can do it just by walking. Let me see, what is this saying? Thank you. Yes, so I'm hoping that you guys will get out and get your walking pad. It is, if out of all of the stuff that I have in my house, this is like my favorite machine. There's another bike that I have my eye on. You're supposed to be able to like flip it and it closes up very compact. I'm thinking of getting that because I do want to create a little home gym in the house. I also have a gym membership, but there are moments where I'm just too tired from when I get home from work to even go to the gym. So my goal is to walk at night, wake up early and go to the gym. So if I could head to the gym in my area at around 5 a.m. I haven't done that yet, but I want to eventually get there. So I would like to have 2 a days, 2 workouts where I will work out in the morning, come home and walk at night. That's the routine I eventually want to get to. So, all right, we are 26 minutes in. forget, we're still squeezing our ab muscles as we're walking, pulling them tight. You're trying to, like, I try to envision that when I'm squeezing, that it's like drawing my ab muscles closer together. This is a necessary exercise to do if you suffer from the diastasis recti from pregnancy. When your ab muscles split apart, you want to draw them back in and hold it. Try to do that for 30 minutes. Almost there, guys. 1 more minute to go. You are never too old to get back into shape. I'm 43 years old, and it's never too late. Okay. 30 seconds remaining. All right, we hit our 30-minute mark. You're gonna cool down for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, totally up to you. Just slow the pace down. I'm gonna slow mine down to about 1.0. Just kind of kick your legs. Let's see. What are your thoughts about walking with a weighted vest? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with walking with a weighted vest. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. If it's upper body strength, it's not an issue. If you have dumbbells, you can walk with dumbbells as well. Turn this off. All right, let me show you some dumbbells that I have. I got these from Amazon. They're so cute. So it goes from 3 pounds all the way up to 12 pounds. I'm not able to lift the 12 pounds, but yeah, this is something that I probably wouldn't mind like walking with. It's a good idea. I just made a YouTube video using the dumbbells, so hopefully I can get that edited and upload that. You want to drink your water, of course. So yeah, so we are done with that. Like I said, I don't eat anything after 7. And then I don't eat the next day until 10, 11. Sometimes I get a little hungry by 9 and I'll have like something simple like yogurt or an apple. So if I have yogurt, I'll add chia seeds to it. And then I'll have, some kind of fruit. And then I will have my main meal and my last meal probably like around 5:36, and then I won't eat again until the following day. So let me end my workout. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm making a lot of progress. I hope to get down to my targeted weight, which is 175, hopefully within the next month and a half. I'm trying to lose the weight slowly so that I don't gain it all back quickly. So the slower you lose it, the more likely you'll have that you won't gain that weight back. So that's the goal. Next year, like I said, I will get my stomach, my hernia fixed, and I will put everything kind of back together, and then I'll be able to really do my core exercises the way I want to. So all right, thank you guys for joining me today. I plan on walking Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Monday, Wednesday will probably be late, and then Fridays will be like around this time. So tend to get home like around 11 on Monday and Wednesdays. So those walks will be a little bit later. But yeah, I'm doing this because I really want to see what my transformation will be, what my arms and everything will look like as I'm lifting weights and training my body. And I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.